So everybody, welcome back to another issue of the Akumakast. But before all that, I'm going to hand this over to our musical guest, Bubbles. Bubbles, give us the intro. Awesome. So welcome back to another Akumakast. I am, of course, Andrew, your host with no actual level of intelligence. I would like to welcome my guest for today. I have Chloe Leahy, who is our Akumakon cosplay director. Chloe, say hello.
Hello.
I would like to welcome our musical guest and, that guy, the guy who was playing guitar like 2 seconds ago, Neal Bubbles McNamara. Say hello, Bubbles.
Hello.
I liked it. And, of course, the man who interrupted the first podcast, John, the man of action, Burke.
Yeah.
So, guys, welcome to the podcast. I know this is our first time working together. I hope we'll have a lot of fun. But first of all, I'd like to thank everyone at home for listening. We're doing good. Of course, this podcast is sponsored by Akumakon. They're anime and manga, NUI Galway's anime and manga convention. This is kind of a special deal because Bubbles is with us, and Bubbles is an associate of Brocon Limerick. So shout out to Brocon. Hopefully we'll all be attending and have a good time there. We'll talk to Bubbles a bit about that later. And of course, a shout out to the WA Cafe, our other sponsor, who has been providing us with food since the start of the podcast. So shout out to the WA Cafe. So guys, of course, this is your first time here, so you might not be used to the rules. The rules are I talk, you listen, I ask questions, you answer said questions. So first of all, I'm gonna ask Bubbles some questions because I like Bubbles. I haven't had much time to talk to Bubbles, and Bubbles does something that I find is pretty cool, which is Bubbles is a YouTube Let's Player. So Bubbles, you're McNamara Plays, correct?
McNamara Plays, yeah.
Awesome. So let me just ask: is it hard to be a Let's Player on YouTube nowadays?
A popular one, I suppose, yes. But it can be time consuming because you have to take the time to play the games, you have to know how to record them, then you have to go edit a lot for 3 hours, then you walk all the way into the college to upload and cry.
Well, it's good fun. I've watched quite a few of your videos now. I watch them just to prep for the podcast. I'd say I did enjoy watching your Tekken demo. That was pretty entertaining. So Bubbles, how long have you been going now as a Let's Player?
I suppose technically 2 years. Age of the... Yeah,
that's pretty substantial.
It's very spread out though, only small bits, then a break, then more small bits, then a big break, and now I'm here trying to be as consistent with it as possible.
And hopefully our listeners will give you a watch. So go check out Bubbles' channel, check out some of his videos, like and subscribe, and help out the cause. So just give Bubbles a little help. So this is going to John and Chloe, the power couple of today's Akumakast.
Power. Would
either of you ever consider doing a Let's Play with Bubbles?
Hell yeah. You could totally play some form of game online.
We'll just do Akumakast Plays. That's what this is going to be. We talked about this before, and it did seem quite entertaining. I have no idea what game though would be particularly appropriate. Maybe Portal, but
I can try to find a very obscure one if you want.
Guns of Icarus, awesome. I demand it.
I got one.
Yeah.
Battle construction vehicles.
I have not even heard of that.
That can happen? I want this game.
It has happened. It looks terrible.
I am a wrecking ball.
Yeah, so as you guys are new to the podcast, I do a little section I like to call Con Talk, which is where I ask you guys who've attended a lot of conventions what you think of cons in general, what you think of the people, and would you recommend it as, kind of something to do with your time. So first of all, I think Chloe should lead the charge here. So, ladies first and all, guys. So, Chloe, would you recommend going to convention? What's been your experience of conventions, and what do you look for?
Generally, when I go to a convention, I'm going to look for the cosplay events. I like cosplay, so I'm going to look for the cosplay events. If the cosplay events are lacking, I end up just kind of arsing about.
Well, I'll put it this way. On our last podcast, we had Fee, and when I asked Fee what she liked to do at conventions, Fee said drink. So It seems to be quite a normal thing.
Drinking is important.
Have
It is
one
important.
one particular lane of interest in their thing. And Chloe, you like I said, you are Akumakon's cosplay director, and you look
I am.
at cosplay quite a bit. So for you, as someone who's gone to conventions, how would you recommend kind of trying to get into cosplaying, and how would you recommend for people who are kind of unsure about whether to do it or not, or if they're shy, would you recommend them going to just cosplay?
Well, generally, if it's going to be your first cosplay, what I recommend people to do is kind of pull something together from their own wardrobe, because then you're not investing money into it, you're not investing a whole lot of time, and it just gets you kind of into the feel for it. Like, my first cosplay was a pretty basic Misa Misa from Death Note that I pulled out of the wardrobe like half an hour before I went to Akumakon.
Yeah, that is something I admit I've seen since I started going to conventions. Is a lot of like first-time cosplayers will pick Light and L from Death Note. You know, not that there's anything wrong with that, but people, please.
It's basic. It gets you into it. That's the thing.
Well, to be fair, wearing a set of cat ears gets you into cosplaying nowadays. So But so John, now a question. Now the same question to you on Con Talk. Would you recommend going to conventions as if you'd never been to one before, but were kind of curious? And what kind of experiences have you had of conventions?
Just on experiences, dear sweet God, I've gone to practically every single convention since 2009. I am such a nerd. Oh dear sweetie, didn't even realize it.
No such thing as a nerd, John.
Oh yeah, no such thing. Yeah, just totally a guy that's gone to practically everything. Lots of experience. I would definitely recommend it. Like, I jumped into it in the first one was AirTCon in 2009, and I loved it. I thought it was great. It's completely different to anything else I'd ever been to before, and I was just like, whoa.
Yeah.
But,
so Bubbles, our special guest of the day, you're our BroCon consultant here. So BroCon's coming up soon. We know a little bit about it. We know what's going to be happening down there. We've had Fitzy on the show before. Fitzy's filled us in a little. So Bubbles, give us a talk here. Recommend a BroCon? Yes? No? Maybe?
Yes, but be nice to us. Like, understand that we're still pretty new. It's difficult to get more people we can rely on. Thankfully, we are getting much better, and everyone seems to enjoy us every year, which is great. And we love everyone who comes to the convention, have a good time, have a laugh. Good times for everybody.
Well, that's what it's all about. It seems to me that everyone who attends a con, even if they're shy about attending a con, they'll always have a good time as long as they're willing to kind of get talking to people. Even if you're not willing to get talking to people, there's plenty of people there who are doing the exact same thing as you. So it's pretty easy to get into. And of course, we want to give a big shout out to BroCon for lending us Bubbles for this.
Woo!
The applause rains in. But we'd like everyone who hears the voice of the podcast.
They don't know about this.
to give BroCon a good consideration. Of course, no one knows about this yet. It's not out, but as soon as it's out, people will know.
No, really, the other
Bubbles,
BroCon committee members aren't aware here.
I have heard rumor, Bubbles, that you have written a song called "Please Come to BroCon."
But it's not called that.
That's a lame name, and I know this song. It's much better than that.
Wait, now I remember. That was
that one.
The
original.
No, I don't think it's the original that was referring to. The original is the BroCon staff ballad, which is actually on YouTube, and that was good fun. Everyone was drunk, and we were making us. We went along, and it surprisingly turned out okay. But apparently, I don't remember this, but I think at Akumakon I came up with another chord progression on the spot and just started crying out, "Please come to BroCon," all desperately and stuff.
Yes, you did. It was entertaining for everyone involved.
It'd be great if I remembered the chords. I don't even remember doing it that much.
Well, I was going to ask you to play it on the show, but I guess there's no point in doing that now.
I can try. Please come to BroCon. We're desperate stuff. Change your body and cosplay. I just don't know.
Nice. And of course the Please Come to Brocon song will be included on the Akumakast CD if we ever decide to make one.
Actually, supposedly some of us at Brocon, like Chris, our card game guy, and I think Jim. Everyone knows Jim, right? Our staff officer. Yeah. Apparently, Chris has some unused studio time, so he was kind of suggesting that we properly record the ballad and maybe some other things.
That would be beautiful.
I will buy it and sell it to other people. Right. So I think we've got quite a good atmosphere going now. So I'm gonna bring us into our next little kind of deeper section that we've been going for a while now. So guys, because you guys are kind of new to this, last week we had a debate between me and Fee about the Ginyu Force. The results are not yet in on the vote of who won between the Ginyu Force and the Sailor Moon Sailor Scouts. Of course, I believe the Ginyu Force still won. And of course, if the vote goes against me, I will have to sing the Sailor Moon song on the air. I am refusing to do that as of yet, but until we get the vote, we can't be sure. But I want to kind of open this up to a little bit of a debate now in the ideas of music and anime, because all of us listen to anime, watch anime and listen to anime-related music, K-pop, all that kind of stuff. So it's kind of interesting when we look at different shows and how the music affects them. So I'm going to put this question forward to you. In your opinion, does having cultural music and anime such as Fractal improve awareness in what people think of certain types of music? And do shows that could be deemed low in quality seem better with good music? So we've all watched Fractal. Shocking Nagalga has rolled around and we've watched it, and the reason we watched it was for the music, the same way we watched Fairy Tail for the music. So I'm gonna let you guys kind of I'm gonna ask you now, just kind of one at a time, to decide whether whether we kind of have an opinion on this. So Chloe, give your little piece there. What do you think? Have you ever come across an anime that's had good music, or has just been bad but made better with music?
Oh God. Well, just two examples that come to mind at the minute that have good music. Well, in my opinion, have good music are Highschool of the Dead and Panty and Stocking with Garterbelt. I
had a feeling that one was going to come up, unfortunately. Of course, we had Michael on the first Akumakast, and we talked a little bit in length about the whole Panty and Stocking debate. So, for those of you who don't remember, Panty and Stocking with Garterbelt was an anime that we debated on and decided was not too great, but I have to agree the music is something that gets us a little bit out there. I kind of, in kind of terms of the same kind of show, but a little bit better in my mind, would be FLCL or Funakuli, because that show makes literally no sense. Everyone can watch that and no one will understand. But the music is done by the Pillows and is excellent for it. Like you can listen to the soundtrack of that all day. And that's something I think rings out a little bit true in our little debate. So Bubbles, as our music man, what do you think?
Ever hear of an anime called Beck, Mongolian Chop Squad?
Yes.
No, but it sounds crazy.
Yes. That is fantastic music. And not just that, the animators have really... They deserve respect, because they actually animate... It's an anime about these guys doing their band and trying to, make it as a band. And all the animation matches up the fingering on guitars and stuff with the proper notes. So, that's actually pretty cool. Yeah. I learned a few of the songs that way by just watching the anime. And
so there you go. That's actually pretty cool. So yeah, I must give that a watch. That actually does sound pretty good. So John, now it is your turn. Give us a good one.
Yeah, I was going to mention Beck. Beck can be seen as really, really bad because of the horrible English.
God.
But it's made so much better by the music. But the other anime I was going to say about was Kids on the Slope, which
Yes.
Probably if you were
All
to
of
take out
the
the
yes.
music, it would probably be a much worse anime. But with
It'd
the
be
music
very
in it
slice
and the
of life,
beautiful
like.
jazz.
Well, John, I'll put it this way: Kids on the Slope is about two guys who form a jazz band without
Pretty
music.
much.
That show would
It's not
be
really
about two
a
guys who
jazz
form a jazz band that don't know how to play music.
but even then, like the music is so actually beautiful that it completely
Yes.
makes the show what it is.
No, I totally agree. Aside from trolling you, I totally agree.
Yeah.
That was actually one of the anime I was going to bring up is Kids on the Slope. For those of you who
Totally
haven't
about
watched it,
romance
go
more
check
than
it
a
out.
jazz band, though.
Yeah, it's a big bromance. Everyone should go check it out. It's amazing. Give it a watch, give it a listen, and I'm sure, like me, you will fall for it. It kind of falls into the category for me of anime that was cut a little bit short. Maybe you never know. We might see some more from it. Who knows? In time, things could change. But for now, it's short, it's easy to watch, and it's great to listen to. So go give Kids on the Slope a good watch. I know for me, like some of the best music I've heard from an anime has to come from Cowboy Bebop.
Oh,
No show can quite be compared to the opening of Cowboy Bebop with
The
Tank.
seatbelts for the win.
Yes, it is amazing. Everyone should go and watch Cowboy Bebop. I'm sure there's no point me telling you this. I'm sure a lot of you have already seen Cowboy Bebop or heard of it, but go watch it anyway. It's brilliant. It's got excellent music and it's hilarious. Everyone should definitely check that out. Okay, so we've covered a little bit of the music side of things, but we do have Chloe here, so I felt that we should kind of cover a little bit of cosplay stuff. So Chloe, in your opinion, I know you've said before that the standard of cosplay has been massively improving over the last couple of years,
It's
I suppose.
ridiculous.
I know this year at Akumakon you had a particularly hard time on deciding who won the cosplay masquerade.
Yeah, that was it was so difficult to decide. It literally came down to a coin toss at the end. It was phenomenal, and yeah.
I personally loved Little Baby Mario and Little Baby Peach.
They stole my heart.
They broke the heart of all of the audience just by being so goddamn adorable.
I was just
grab those children, grab them now.
Yes.
Of course, we at the Akumakast do not condone the grabbing of children, but
no, we don't.
I put that very badly. We're already ruined. Well, but people get what I'm saying. These were some damn adorable children.
They were just so adorable, and I was really happy that we were able to we gave them a little something, and they were really happy about it. Even when little baby Mario came on, and then he did the little jump with his fist in the air, and I was like, you've just stolen the heart of every single person in this audience.
One of the things I was going to ask you is something I've asked you before is without a budget, who would you cosplay?
There's so many. I was thinking this through this morning, and I think it comes down to two cosplays. Angie Woman from Digimon.
Yeah, that'd be pretty sweet.
Or in Gurren Lagann, Nia Teplin's wedding dress.
Yes, I can see why you would need to go without budget for those kind of high detail, very heavy on kind of props, kind of very detailed kind of stuff.
Very, very detailed.
Yeah. And now I'm going to ask Bubbles if Bubbles was a cosplayer. I don't know if you are, Bubbles. Are you a cosplayer?
Not really, although I have done it before.
All right, so Bubbles, if you had no limit on only your imagination, who would you cosplay?
Andrew?
Yeah?
Thank you.
You cosplay me.
No. I'm saying I hate you for asking me such a question.
You hate me. Oh, sorry. I thought you said
because I have no idea who I'd cosplay as. No idea.
You just don't really think about it.
I'm just usually the guy who walks around with a guitar and a t-shirt saying Brocon.
You cosplay Bubbles, the man, the mystery.
Brocon Bubbles.
Yeah. But all right, just take a second now then. Just take a second, and while we ask John, we'll come back to you. So John, cosplay. Who would you?
Well, I thought very long and hard about this.
I'm
So I
curious
decided
now.
to go with the most ridiculous one I could possibly come up with.
You went with Panty from Panty and Stocking.
No. God, no. I want to go with,
Oh, that's another
money
one.
is no obstacle here. So I'm going to have to go with the 60-foot Titan. No, not 60 foot. 60 meters tall Titan from Attack on Titan. I don't even know how that would work. I'm assuming a lot of ropes and pulleys. And you're just like walking along towards the convention as a 60-meter tall Titan. Just like arriving over the horizon.
I have to admit, I would pay good money to see that just show up somewhere.
Hell
That would
yeah.
be goddamn impressive. But I have to I have to say, if I had to pick anyone to cosplay without a budget, I would pick Freakazoid, the man himself. I have adorned his face for my Akumakast face here, and I definitely think that is someone who I would cosplay. I would have to be entirely blue and have giant hair, but I would do it just for the sake of being Freakazoid for a day.
Andrew, we should talk. We should talk.
Oh,
This could
I'm
happen.
not being blue.
Why
But
not?
so Bubbles, here's one for you. This is a little section we do every week, which is called What I'm Watching. But particularly, just because you're here, we're going to do What I'm Watching and What I'm Playing. So give us one anime you're watching, or one movie or one TV series you're watching, and one game that you're playing at the moment.
Okay. As for anime, One Piece. I'm trying to catch up with that. Not easy with
I agree.
It's awesome.
It is.
I'd be worried that it gets boring, but it doesn't. It just gets better and better and better. As for TV series, there's a few of them. One of my favorites, though, is Warehouse Teen, which I'd highly recommend to anyone.
Yeah,
and everyone.
I've checked that some Warehouse 13. It is amazing. And what are you playing currently? Because I know you're a best player. You can't really give away too many of what you're going to be doing soon. But so what's in the Xbox or the PS3 for you?
Actually playing my favorite game of all time, which I haven't finished yet, Folklore on the PS3.
All right, awesome. And so would you recommend Folklore? Would you recommend it to other people?
Yes, especially since it's one that didn't really get much recognition. Apparently, at one point, they were looking into possibly giving it a sequel, but that fell through because no one really heard of it. And it's actually going to be on my Let's Play series.
That's cool. So coming soon to Conor Plays.
Yes.
Bubs' play of Folklore. Awesome. So everyone go check that out. So Chloe, same to you. One anime you're watching at the moment, or one show you're watching, and one game that you're playing.
Right now, anime-wise, I'm watching The Devil is a Part-Timer. It is a beautiful anime. I love it so much.
I've seen a little bit of this and then unfortunately turned it away.
It's wonderful. I really enjoy it. And
would I be correct in saying it's definitely something for a more female audience?
no, it's just for the lols. I love the lols. Okay, there are some yaoi references, but
Yep.
hey, they're minimum. They're minimum compared to Hitalia.
No.
Compared to Hitalia, it's got nothing.
And what are you playing at the moment?
At the minute, the last thing I've played was probably Portal 2. That phenomenal game. Love that game. Love the characters. Can't really say too much bad about it. I drive John nuts when we play co-op.
Yeah.
I know
the portal there.
Portal 2 kind of
Turn around.
That wasn't me.
So here we are again. I'm not going to start singing, I swear to God. But I have to say, Portal 2 is definitely one that challenges relationships of all types, in my opinion. So if you want to annoy someone a lot, go play Portal 2. If you want to become best friends with someone, go play Portal 2. If you want to destroy family, Go play Portal 2. Right, okay. Last but certainly not least, the man who jumped in on our last time we were doing this.
Yep.
John, what are you watching this week and what are you playing?
Jesus, well, obviously you know what I'm watching is Attack on Titan. I pretty much went on and on about it last time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's still amazing. Yeah. That pretty much, I've already said everything about it last week. So 60-meter tall Titans and people locked in walls and all of the horrible things happening to all those people when the Titans get in. Oh dear God.
Yeah, it definitely sounds like everyone should watch. I'm still stunned by the whole, we have 60-meter walls, let's build 61-meter tall giant things. It's always genius, I have to say. At the moment myself, I am playing Far Cry 3. I have been stuck to it since it started, and I have to say, like, a lot of people will give Far Cry 3, quite a good rating. I too will agree it isn't quite an amazing game story-wise. It's got a lot going on for it, but I do find it quite easy. It's not something that kind of happens a lot to me, but I find that when I'm playing a game on normal as a shooter, I will tend to be slightly injured. But in Far Cry 3, it's like 1 minute you're completely fine. Then the next minute you're either dead or standing on a mound of corpses. I was telling Niall recently how when I was trying to upgrade my wallet for the first time, I had to collect 2 pigskins and killed 18 people to get 2 pigskins. Yeah, it kind of very much puts it in perspective. And it's odd when you start the game, your character is like put forward to you as someone who is kind of reluctant to kill. But I was not exactly playing that character when I started. I was like, yes, oh look, oh no, I stabbed that guy. Well, better go decapitate everyone. So yeah,
yes,
it was kind of I went kind of yeah. Niall is quoting Batman at us right now. We're gonna die a hero or play long enough to become a villain. For me, Niall, that threshold is in the first 1 minute 30 seconds of the game. If I decide I'm gonna kill everyone, I'm gonna kill everyone. But so guys, I asked you guys to take a look at Howl's Moving Castle, just because it's something that really kind of touched my heart, and I would just like to ask you guys, just to see if you guys think the same as me, who is the best character in Howl's Moving Castle?
Oh,
The fire.
Yeah.
Duh. Of course,
Oh,
fire
right.
wins it. That.
All right. So hang on, John. You gotta wait your turn. So Chloe, best character, go.
God damn! What are we talking here? Are we talking in terms of development or
Everything.
Just overall best character. I'm making it really vague, so it's really hard to choose.
fuck it? I'm gonna go with Howl.
Really?
I really like him. I can't help it.
All right, so give us one of Hal's good points: abandonment, turning into a crazy dragon, trying to kill everyone, kidnapping children.
In the end, he's a good guy. He yeah.
It's just so
He's so beautiful. I'm sorry.
I just can't go on with this hair.
Oh, the darkness is coming. Right, Bubbles, best character.
Turnip head.
Turnip head. Yep, I will take that. Why turnip head?
Because he has pretty much no dialogue, yet he's so much character in him.
Yes.
Also, he's very, very helpful.
Yes, he's the loyalist of all of the characters, I think. So
What was really impressive is that you could even tell if he was laughing.
No, yeah, he's just check me out. I'm there all the time. John, best character.
The Calcifer, the fire.
Calcifer the fire.
He's just the coolest guy ever. He's just all like, hey, I'm a super powerful fire demon, and then it's all like, he just turns out to be such a nice fire demon. He's lovely.
He is such a little sweetheart.
I could cosplay as Calcifer.
Yeah, Niall's suggesting John cosplay as Calcifer. I think that means he wants to set you on fire, John. Yeah, I was waiting for the penny to drop.
You see, I was just thinking maybe I could dress up in a nice fluffy. Nope, petrol in the
on
match.
fire.
That's
On fire.
Niall's idea of cosplay.
Yep. Niall Finn, everyone, our con director for Akumakon 2014. Suggesting to
Only
light
want to
people
burn
on
them.
fire as cosplayers. Truly amazing. Right, okay, guys, I'm gonna let you on the big secret. Of all of you, Bubbles was right. Turnip Head was the best character, hands down. Yep.
What?
I'm going to. Yeah, Bubbles, you were right. You won. Congratulations, Bubbles, everyone.
I didn't realize there was a right answer.
Yeah. Yes, there was a right answer. It's me asking the question. Of course, there's a right answer.
Touche.
He is
No,
kind of a
Bubbles-
pro,
Bubbles-
isn't he? He's like,
I will agree.
you know, I loved you, but
Yeah.
you know, it's cool.
But Bubbles
You know,
really hit the
but,
nail on the head with Turnip Head, I think. He really is. He's amazing. And then it's just like, you know, for a character who has no dialogue, he proves to be the most loyal. He stands up to threats that are clearly past him, as he is simply a scarecrow. And of course, I'm not going to spoil the ending, but he's willing to give up everything to save the people he loves, which is always a good character to have in any series. Compared to your kind of racist fire, no offense, John, you know, the one who just wants to consume everything and become a god of, you know, demonic proportions. And Chloe's character, who's simply willing to abandon a trapped old lady, during a military war, and he could
protect her. He was protecting her.
Sure, he was. Sure.
And the kid was his apprentice.
Yes, of course, totally. So, in my opinion, Bubbles is the winner. I will give the special Akumakon number prize to Bubbles in this case.
Well, I still have your award here.
Oh, let it rain down. Let it rain down. So, Bubbles, I will buy you a Coke the next time I see you. We're keeping it PG.
Can you put whiskey in it?
Maybe. We'll see. We'll talk about it later. So, right, okay. I have been told now that Bubbles has a very special BroCon announcement here on the Akumakast. So, Bubbles, what you announcing?
Yeah, well, it's mainly exclusive because we're having trouble with the site. But I hate you now. We have our main guest confirmed. I know it's very, very late to be announcing it, but David Vincent,
Awesome.
voice actor, American voice actor. He's been in a bunch of cool stuff like Bleach and Blue Dragon, Blue Exorcist, Code Geass, Fate Stay Night,
That is hype.
Naruto.
He is damn pretty cool, actually. Yeah.
Seriously, this guy sounds super cool. We're gonna definitely have to check him out. So here you go, folks. First ever breaking exclusive on the Akumakast. The BroCon special guest has been announced as David Vincent. So, woo! We've had a round of applause for Bubbles. Yeah! Yeah, so I like it. We'll just shove all that in. We'll put it all in.
That's
post.
BroCon 2013 for you, July 12th to the 14th.
Chloe, is there any last thing you'd like to say?
Don't stab yourself with sewing needles. It hurts.
And is there anyone you want? Oh.
Damn you, Niall, and your sound effects, messing up everyone's lives.
That was beautiful. suddenly Bubbles.
Damn you, there, Niall.
Okay. We're getting into an angry war here. So, Chloe, would you like to sign off there?
Bye. I don't have a sign off.
Oh, fine. That was Chloe. Goodbye, Chloe.
Bye.
Bubbles, would you like also to say goodbye now?
Yes, thank you all for having me, and it was fun chatting. Hope to do it again, and as always, I'm there to bloop, make music.
So that was Bubbles, everybody. So goodbye, Bubbles. Bye. Miss you.
Bye.
So, John, it's just me and you now. We're alone.
Oh my god.
I know. So me and John, for those of you who are used to hearing me and Fitzy, we are also the Man of Action panel, you know, together.
Yeah.
And we're going to be heading to BroCon. We're not confirmed yet for BroCon, but we should soon be. So so John, you're gonna recommend that we go, that people come see us?
Oh hell yeah! Like, we were one of the best panels. Of course, not biased at all. One of the best
At Akumakon, I mean, come on, we're the
Tribute,
greatest.
so.
Yeah,
you
go
totally
read our
can.
reviews.
Yeah, exactly. Our reviews are amazing.
Yeah.
We have so many comments.
So come and see me and John at BroCon. Me and John will be hitting up the old. God damn it! Me and John will be hitting up the old My Immortal. So come and check us out, and we'll see you there. So John, you want to sign off? Say goodbye to anyone?
Yeah. Cheers for having me on. Goodbye.
Been a pleasure. See you later, man. And so, once again, I am the only man left standing. God damn it, Niall.
I suppose I'll sign us all off.
No, I'm signing us off. God damn it, Niall, muting me mid-thing. But, anyway, so I'd like to thank everyone for listening to another version of our Akumakast. Check back for more updates. Of course, like us on YouTube, subscribe to our videos, and give us a listen on the website. Hope you all had a good time. Hope everyone enjoyed listening to us. And of course, if any of you would like to have a topic brought up in the Akumakast, feel free to send it to us on Facebook. We love getting your feedback. Of course, vote on the Ginyu Force versus Sailor Moon Scouts debate. I do not want to have to sing Sailor Moon's theme song on the air. We want Fee to sing Ginyu Force. Go Ginyu Force. So I've been Andrew. This has been my third attempt at doing the Akumakast. So thanks for listening. Hope you had a good time, and TTFN.
You just got boned, FTW. Now you're dead, cause we killed you. We took you by surprise. Boo! We just saw you roaming the forest and said, let's kill those guys.
Good idea.
You're a squirrel who somehow has money and sometimes swords and shields. I don't care if you're a cute bunny, I'll kick your ass for reals. Let's all dance right next to your corpses. We're happy that you're dead.
Woohoo!
Now we might play chess on your carcass or soccer with your head. La la la, you're dead. La 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 la, we killed you. La la la. No remorse. La la.